Hey guys. Oh God. Oh man, I know I'm getting off to an unprofessional start. I never thought I'd be doing this again. Oh my God. It's Rinzler here. I know it's weird to see the face with the voice. I admit that was kind of by design. I'll explain that in a minute. My long time viewers of the channel probably remember what I look like, but it's been a long time since I've shown my face on YouTube. It's been a very long time. I haven't shown my face on YouTube in over a year now. And I deleted every video, or rather, I privatized every video where my face was shown. Um, but since then, since I privatized all those videos, I've gotten like 150 new subscribers. And that's actually the reason why I'm here is because I'm at my 200 subscriber milestone. I never thought I'd get this high. I know it seems really weak, but I've been doing YouTube off and on again for over 6 years now. May 17th was my 6 year anniversary of YouTube. And I'm sorry I wasn't here to do any commemoration about that. I just don't have any footage of my old YouTube channels because this particular channel has only existed since 2017. So the first 2.5 years of my career are undocumented officially, which is sad because a lot of people think those were the best years of my YouTube career. But I'd like to thank you all for making this channel the most popular I've ever had. And it really warms my soul to no end. You have no idea. Um, so just thank you so much. And I wanted to celebrate that occasion by, showing my face. And the reason that I took my face off is because, just honestly, this is gonna sound kind of stereotypical, or maybe you're expecting me to say something like this. I mean this in the nicest way. I'm not trying to earn pity or anything. I don't want you guys to treat this as a pity party video, um, by any means. Um, but I'm not satisfied with how I look, like at all. I never really have been, just for the record. Um, God's never really satisfied with how I look. Always changing it. People who know me in high school can vouch for the fact that I changed my look all the time. I was never fully satisfied with my appearance. I always changed it. Um, I always changed how I look. And it's only till now that I can officially say that I'm mostly like how I look now. I mean, I'm always going to see flaws. Um, Similar to my idol Michael Jackson, I'm probably always going to see flaws in myself. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and there's probably always going to be stuff I don't like about myself. But right now, I'd say I like myself the most that I've liked in a long time. Always wanted to have long hair. I have it now. Um, you know, I've always liked the color purple, but didn't really feel like I could wear it. This is a stupid thing, I know. Purple has been my favorite color secretly for a long time, and my high school's color was purple. And when I was in high school, I didn't like to be one of those people that showed like brand loyalty to the school. I was trying to be one of those rebellious types. So like I absolutely refused to wear purple because I didn't want it to look like I was supporting anything. I know that seems really petty, but that was just how I was in high school. I wasn't a very nice person in high school. I threw pity parties all the time. I always tried to earn people's sympathy. Instead of trying to earn respect, I tried to earn sympathy, and that just never worked out for me. And I should have realized it wasn't going to work out for me. Um, but anyway, people who haven't seen me in a long time are probably shocked at how I look right now, because I look a lot different than the last time I appeared on YouTube, which was over a year ago. For starters, of course, is the hair. My hair is longer right now than it's ever been in my entire life. I have not cut my hair since June of last year. It really has been that long. I cut my hair on my last week of high school to look a bit more professional, and I also shaved off my beard completely because I had this really ugly beard, like basically all the time when I was in high school. I started off as like mutton chops, like Wolverine kind of, and because in my junior year, that's really when I wanted to grow a beard, but I couldn't grow a mustache and goatee in my junior year, so it was basically just like mutton chops. And then last year I was able to finally grow a proper beard, but it looked kind of ugly because it was a bit mismatched. My mustache and goatee were like white, and like everything else was like a dark brown. It looked a little mismatched. So on my last week of school, I decided to shave it all off. I have not kept the clean shaven look for an entire year though. I actually just shaved it down initially to a mustache and a little goatee here on my chin that was about the width of my index finger, which I believe is called a mistletoe goatee. I was just trying to look basically like the Anonymous mask, that kind of facial hairstyle. That's what I was trying to that's what I was trying to look like. Um, I will explain this as well. So getting back to my appearance, um, man, there's another thing about my appearance that I've always had a hard time with, and that's acne. Hang on. Yeah, that's acne. I've always had like acne all over my forehead, all over my cheeks, and my chin, and my upper lip. I've always had problems with acne. Not as bad as some other people, but still pretty bad. Um, sorry, I was just checking something on the table. Um, so yeah, so I always had problems with acne when I was growing up. And man, I haven't been completely acne free since I was like 11 or 12 years old. I'm turning 19 in July, which is jarring to think about. Um, but yeah, so I just always had a problem with it. And sorry, I thought I heard something. It's really early when I'm recording this video. It's only like 4 something in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I literally tried to record this video a good 5 or 6 times before I went to sleep, but I just couldn't do it. I had a hard time with it. I was so scared to put my face back on YouTube again. Um, um, so getting back to the I guess my neighbors are awake. Getting back to the acne problem. So my mom was always on me to try and clear up my face, and I was just never interested. Because when I was in high school, I had this stupid thing where I was always trying to be like a super macho guy, you know? Guys, I always did that. Like, longtime viewers of this channel will know, and so will people who went to high school with me. But I always used to wear like leather jackets and like, fingerless leather gloves and just always trying to be the tough guy, grew like stubble, kept my hair really short, just always trying to look tough. And that's just not who I am. It's not really who I am, but as part of that character, I tried my best to not look like I cared about my appearance, even though I did. Yeah, I always like to pretend I didn't care how I looked. So I let the acne go for a long time. I didn't really start paying attention to my acne until like a few weeks ago. And now I almost think you could say I'm a bit obsessive about it. I don't really care though, because I'm finally kind of happy with how I look. But basically, what I do is I put on my acne cream twice a day, once in the morning after I take a shower, and then I do it again at night before I go to sleep. And what I do throughout the day is I take a paper towel like this and I just wipe my face down constantly. Like every few minutes, I'll wipe my face like this. just to prevent any oil from setting in so that no acne will pop up. Because it's really important to me that my face stays clean. Another defect about myself I always hated was how big my face looked. Gods, my face was huge, and I still think it is. I still think my face looks really big. It's definitely not as big as it used to be, though, and I'll explain how. Um, Basically, I can attribute that to weight loss because the last few weeks I have lost a lot of weight. Oh my gods, I've lost over 10 pounds in about 2 weeks, which is really fast, I know, and I'm not even exercising. Um, or I'm kind of exercising. Basically, what I do is I go on these like hour and a half to 2 hour long walks every morning at like between the 6 and 8, and then a.m. for that record. Um, and then I come back. And lately, I'm actually trying to learn how to dance, believe it or not. Yeah. So, because eventually I'm hoping to do a series of videos, maybe just one video, but I'm hoping to eventually learn how to do famous Michael Jackson dance moves and then do like a full song on this channel. I really want to learn how to do the complete Thriller dance because I have a complete idea of how to do it. And so, I realized I was just too bulky and too heavy to do these moves as good as I could if I was thin. Because Michael Jackson was always like 130 pounds at the heaviest. So he's only an inch shorter than I am. He was like 5'9", I'm 5'10", so our height difference isn't that big. So my main goal lately has just been to lose as much weight as I possibly can, and I've succeeded in that because I started off this whole diet routine at 192 pounds, and I've moved my way down to 180 pounds as of this morning, which is awesome. And according to everybody I ask, they're insisting that my face looks thinner than it used to. I can't vouch for that because I always see the defects, so I can't really tell if it's smaller or not. And people obviously aren't going to know that because people here on YouTube have never seen my face before the weight loss. Um, but even now, I feel like my face is really wide. That's part of the reason I grew the long hair was so it wouldn't be so weird looking. Because if I have really short hair and like this really wide face, it makes the top of my head look so tiny. And I'm always self-conscious about that. I don't like that. The only other thing about my face I really hated, besides just my chubby cheeks, was also my nose. Oh my gods, I still hate my nose, I think. My nose is just way too wide for my face, and I've always hated it. uh, Man, I have my father's nose, I've been told, and man, me and my dad are just not on good terms. Me and him have been on bad terms for over half a year now. Me and him haven't really talked to each other since November. Um, so yeah, I admit that I'm kind of trying to lose his traits in a way, trying to look a little less like him. I share mostly my mom's traits. My blonde hair is my dad's, but I'm keeping that because I've dyed my hair before. I don't like how it looks dyed. I think my blonde hair is fine on its own, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. um, so yeah, I'm just never satisfied with my nose, really. I might, if I could, I probably would get rhinoplasty. I would probably get rhinoplasty to thin this out a bit more. But besides that, I'm pretty happy with how I look. Um, there were a couple other things, but they were minor fixes. I knew they'd be easy to fix. First of all, this is gonna sound weird. You're probably wondering why my cheeks are so red, or so pink. And no, it's not because I'm overheated or nervous. I mean, I am nervous, but it's not because of that. It's actually because I'm wearing blush. I'm wearing women's makeup right now. And for the record, I want to get this on the record that I am not transgender. I am gender fluid. Okay? What I mean by that is I'm very much a guy. I'm not ashamed of my gender. I am proud to be a man. I am. Because I know that the world is progressive right now and that a lot of men are being shunted away lately. To be a regular man in modern day is insignificant. At least that's how it's made to feel sometimes. But I'm proud to be a man. I'm happy to be a man. I've always been a man. And, I just couldn't see myself any other way. But the reason I wear women's makeup is because I just like it. I like the feeling of being done up. I like the feeling of, you know, having been made up. I love that feeling. I don't know how to explain it. And it was very subtle at first because I was clearing out my face, not just because I was unsatisfied with it, but also because I was, eventually I knew I was going to show my face on YouTube and I wanted to look the best I could. So, I'm just going to wait till I'm done with this. I'm not rubbing the blush off. That's why I don't go over my cheeks. Um, but I knew that I wanted to be all clear, so I was using heavy amounts of like cream and the wiping, and I never leave the house without putting Vaseline on my face, which gives my face this kind of shinier appearance. Um, I could never leave the house without putting Vaseline on my face. And I do that to prevent windburn or wind chapping. Because when there's wind going at my face constantly when I'm on a walk, you bet my face is going to get all chapped. I am really vulnerable to it. Even when I had facial hair, I'd usually get wind chaps under my facial hair. And those were always the worst because I couldn't get to them. So now I never leave the house without putting Vaseline on my face as like a moisture barrier, which gives it kind of a shiny appearance when I leave the house. I've been trying to make it a little less shiny. Um, but as for the blush, back to the makeup thing. So I was putting on all this stuff, and I kind of liked the feeling of having stuff on my face. And then I was using chapstick to repair my lips because my lips were like falling apart. They looked really thin and kind of gross looking. So I started using regular chapstick, and that helped heal my lips and make them look fuller. And then I started wishing that it was lipstick all of a sudden. Like I started using it and wishing that it was lipstick. Wishing that what I was doing with my appearance was more noticeable. Because I was doing all this work, I wanted people to know how much I cared about how I looked. I want people, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because I'm really shy in real life, but at the same time, I like getting people's attention. It's a weird clashing thing. I don't know if I'm the only person who has something like that, where I get really shy and nervous when people's attention is on me, but at the same time, I don't want to be completely ignored either. So I'm a bit of a weirdo in that way, I guess. Um, So I knew I couldn't use lipsticks. I knew that was a little too drastic. So I started using just pink chapstick. I still use uh, pink or red chapstick, which I'll put on now. I put this on really every 10 or 20 minutes. Like, yeah, usually like every 20-30 minutes, I put on another round of chapstick. I have chapstick on all the time. The only time I don't have chapstick on is when I'm showering or sleeping. Um, and I started using like the red or pink chapsticks to not to basically make my lips a lighter color. Because the normal chapstick made them look heel and fuller, but they was still like a blank color. You couldn't see my lips to save your life. So I wanted to bring more attention to my lips, so I started using pink chapstick. As you know, because I'd rather have used lipstick, um, but I couldn't do that, so I used chapstick 'cause it was a better alternative. Um, then I wanted to start using blush because I just thought it would help me to accentuate my cheekbones and bring further attention to my face. And this is a funny thing. I've been told numerous times in my life that I look the best when I'm embarrassed. Like, I don't know if you can see the blush, but but it is there. And so I put blush on my face every day. I never go anywhere without blush on. Like I'm very conscious about my face without blush. I do not like people seeing me without it on at this point. I always have it on. In fact, actually, normally it's a bit more faded than this. It's not usually so bright. I usually dab at it with my fingertips to make it blend a little more. The reason I'm leaving it so open is so that the camera will pick it up a bit better than it normally would. Because I tried to do this last night, and the reason I gave up doing this last night is because you just couldn't see the blush on my face, and I knew that was going to be a big part of this video. So I needed you to be able to see it, if that makes sense. Um, and now the final elephant in the room is the fact that I haven't shown you guys my eyes in this whole video, and that's because I get really nervous. Like, I've been told my eyes are my best trait by a lot of people, but that's not saying something because man, I've been told some horrible things, and because I'm an idiot, I've always let them get me down. Um, like somebody told me like you're not conventionally attractive. Another person, one of my exes actually told me, you're not meant to fall in love with somebody. That's unrealistic. Um, I've been flat out told I'm ugly before. And she meant it as a joke, but I took it to heart. And then she didn't even apologize when I told her it hurt my feelings. So part of me thinks she meant it. Um, so I've always thought so little of myself. You know, I always have. I have an older brother who I haven't talked to in 6 years. Me and him do not get along at all. Or not 6 years, 5 years. I apologize. I got my YouTube career mixed up with that. It's been 5 years since I've talked to my brother. He's so much better looking than I am. Um, he's so mean to everybody, but he gets everybody. He gets any girl he wants, and I always envied that. Because I knew that was never ever gonna be me. Um, Sorry again. I don't want this to be a pity party. Gods, I'm sorry. Gods, yeah, I'm like this all the time. I'm always this awkward, and I think so little of myself. I really am like this all the time. I try my best to not be, but it's hard. Um, Gods, man, can I even take my sunglasses off? I'm really nervous too. Bear with me. I can't do it with my eyes open. Oh, gods. Oh, gods. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You saw my eyes. Okay. The thing is just I get so nervous to show my eyes to people because, oh gods, I'm getting a panic attack a little bit. Oh, whew. I get panicky like this all the time. That's why I have to wear sunglasses a lot when I'm in public, is because, I just I have a hard time looking people in the eye. I get so nervous. I did a good job of hiding it in high school, but I got panic attacks a lot in high school. I would walk through those crowded hallways, and I would just get this feeling in my body when all these people are around, this like shuddering butterflies feeling that would just be crippling. And like I would have to like literally grab at the wall to like stop myself from like falling down because I was just so panicked. Oh my God. And I missed my graduation ceremony. I skipped it because I have wicked stage fright. I just can't do it. Like, even just to go up there and grab a diploma, like, I can't be in front of that many people without freaking out. I just can't. It freaks me out too much. And I wear sunglasses in public because I can't look people in the eye. I just get so nervous. I get so shy. The blush almost isn't even fake. Like, my face gets red a lot because I get so embarrassed and nervous like all the time. I'm so easily embarrassed and nervous. Um, so yeah, I'm just, whew. I know I could be better. I know it's probably a little pathetic to watch me talk about stuff like this. But I think so little. I really do think very little of myself. I like myself more to a degree now. I'm currently the best I think I've looked maybe ever, in my opinion. Maybe since I was like a little baby. Because everybody said I was a cute baby, and then when I got older, like that stopped. because I gained weight, whatever the cause. I've been told I have a creepy aura, that I'm a generally creepy person, and people don't like being around people like me. And I've gotten used to that. I have. And the thing is that um, I right now I'm on dating sites right now. I'm on two dating sites, Tinder and OkCupid. I'm on both of them. And the reason is because I like that feeling that somebody out there likes me. Like even if I can never see them, I just like that feeling that somebody out there gave me a like. But every time I get a like, I can't help but get this feeling like, did they make a mistake? Like, did they mean to swipe left and they swiped right on accident? You know what I mean? Like I just can't help but get that feeling. It's just it's horrible. Dating sites honestly make me feel worse than ever. They really do. And I don't know why I'm still on there. I just don't have the willpower to get off, I don't think. Because part of me still wants those loves, even though I don't think I deserve them. Um, Gods. Yeah. Gods. How much time do I have left? Okay, I only got a minute left of recording time available on my phone, so I'm gonna let you guys go now. Thank you for watching this whole thing. Um, I'm sorry for not showing my face for so long. It's just I'm so self-conscious. And I really wanted you guys to become more familiar with my voice than my face. But now I hope you understand that there's more to me than just a voice, that I am a human being, and I'm not the same person I portray when I make the audio videos. So thank you for watching this. This video was really hard for me to do. Um, so just thank you really from the bottom of my heart. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much, and please keep watching my videos. It means so much to me. And let's try to make it 300, okay, guys? Uh, so bye, guys.